Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today it's time for another flower farm tour. It is July 3rd and there's plenty to show you. So I'm going to turn you around and you can see what all is blooming and how the things are growing. So here you can see the first bed, the straw flowers. They're coming on really nice. They will be ready to harvest next week. There's some beautiful colors this year. And then at the front we've got our big 2 plants of lilies with the grape arch. The grapes are just going crazy, like they always do. And then we've got the alchemolus, which is going over, and then the fennel's kicking in. And then in here we have Veronica starting to open. And then the roses, they're coming in and out of bloom. There's still some beautiful blooms. There was quite a bit of insect damage, so we had to spray, but that's all the white thing you can see. And then I'll swing you around and just look at the dahlias. And some beautiful cornflowers opening. The dahlias have really picked up the growth now. There's a lot of dahlias in bloom, and we've got some unicorns in bloom I'm going to show you. But here we have poppies. The blue cornflowers. They are lovely. Look at how rich that colour is. And there's even a wee insect sleeping inside. But it's an insect we don't want, because it eats the dahlia buds. There's more of the dahlias. In another week or so, I'd say a lot of these will be in bloom. There is one open in here. Beautiful apricot colour. I think it might be a variety called latte. You see the view here. It's looking lovely and green. But we're going to continue on past the dahlias, because there's not many to see here. There's some coming into bloom. These strawberry and cream have been in bloom for a while. And there's some lovely nigella blooming here. And we've got some sandras starting to open. Love Sandra. It's a really rich pink. Here we've got a bit of a mix. Foxgloves, nigella, poppies, and then we have our sweet peas. Every side of the arch got a different colour. So we've got these lovely, rich magenta. There's some of the unicorns that are coming into bloom. Just look how beautiful these are. So rich. There's one hiding. Can't wait to see all of them open. Here we've got vanilla and cream. No, sorry, this is peaches and cream. And then in here we've got our cinder rose. That is my favourite so far, and I think everybody's favourite will be this year. Kiri. This one is Mocha No, it's not Cosmoca. It is Cosmoca Jake. Beautiful, rich pink. And here again, this is Peachy Parade. How stunning is that? And we've got these lovely blue, purple sweet peas. Some more Dahlias starting to pop here. You can see the plants. Going to be a lot of buds here in a matter of a few weeks. And here you can see how lush and green everything is. This first long row, we have our snapdragons. Lovely double champagne. We've got double yellow. They are doing really well. And then on the other side we have Canterbury Bells. If you look back at the last month tour, you can see how much growth they've put on in just a month. This other half of the bed is Status. We've got our pink and apricots here. And then the blue is a bit slower. And pink and white at the end. And then here we've got our sugar snap peas, strawberries, Sweet William, starting to finish. I'll show you some of these sweet peas at the arch we have. I've harvested a good few yesterday, so there's not that many left. And we have an order to pick for a florist on Tuesday. So we have to leave some for that. Very lovely. And we've got our eucalyptus putting on a lot of growth now. And then our two vegetable beds. We've got our onions, peas, beetroot, and French beans on this one. And some parsley at the end. And then we've got beetroot, sunflowers, peas, carrots. And here we have where the sheds are. The apple trees. And this giant scabious, which is just a monster. It's growing like crazy now. Gonna be some difference in the July tour. Gonna be a lot of blooms to see. This middle row is more Dahlias. Some are coming into bloom. Lovely orange. Pink. More pink. The plants seem to be getting munched on by something. I've set these wee traps here, see if I can catch what it is, but not much is on them at the minute. You see the sunflowers at the tunnel wall there. They will be popping within the next week or two. They will be lovely. And we're gonna go into the first tunnel. Here we have the Dahlias, which are not blooming yet, and then we have some Canterbury Bells in bloom. And on this side we have Dahlias, Canterbury Bells. And then we have, this is Phlox. The bells are really nice inside the tunnel, and they're blooming a bit earlier. You see some of the dahlias are starting to open. Lovely colours for weddings. Here, the stalk is finished. It blew over pretty quick, but it wasn't harvested. And then on this side we have Lysianthus. It's doing okay. This variety wasn't the best. It's the blue Lysianthus. The wall has come down here, just past the wheel. But look at these Lysianthus. They are thick. They're starting to grow over the net. So hopefully we'll have blooms by end of July maybe. And then on this side we have asters. We had a flood inside the tunnel from that back wall where all the water was, and it killed off quite a few of them, but whatever survived it, it's pretty good. And some single amaranthus, which is like a tree, and then swing. And here's celosia. Doing okay. It's nothing. I think it might be for a bit of a later crop. At the minute it's a bit slow, and we're losing quite a lot of crop here where all the water, most of the water was sitting, and you can see how tiny, and they're dying more or less. And then ones at the back are a bit bigger. Here are their perennial beds. Chocolate mint and I can't remember what that's called. I always forget the name of it. More dahlias in this bed, which is just a monster. Look how thick. Foliages. There's some buds showing at the end there. Here we have larkspur and phlox, amaranthus in between. I just sprinkled amaranthus in random places. Then we have our yarrow, or Achilea. And then in this tunnel we have the zinnias, and this is where the colour is starting to pop. You can see how beautiful they are. My favourite colour is always the pink ones in zinnias. Seems to be everything pink is what I like, so I grow a lot. There are some mixes there too, reds and yellows. They're looking quite nice. Matas are reaching nearly to the top, and we've got some matas here. I'll show you. Sure. Seem to be the small pear variety. We'll have some parsley, dill. There's some of the big beefsteak tomatoes. They're still quite small. And then we've got our cucumbers in the jungle. No cucumbers yet, just wee small ones. And let's swing around. Here we have the cosmos starting to open. Lovely apricot colour. Looking very healthy. And then here we have the field crop of amaranthus. Only a couple survived. Here's more snapdragons. They're a bit shorter than the others, in the succession. And the bells are starting here. You can see how many. There's hundreds and hundreds. Here we have a mixed bed, just random things I put in: snapdragons, grasses, daisies, and then we've got delphiniums, which are doing pretty good. Be blooming within a week or so. I was hoping they're going to bloom for Tuesday for the florist, but it's not looking like it. So these blue have to be bells. They'll be ready to harvest them today. And lovely. Then we've got our Ami coming in, which will be probably next few weeks as well. And then the trees, no growth at all at the minute. They're just settling in. And here we've got a bed mix of gladiolus and delphiniums. And here we have a crop of feverfew. And this is the look from this angle. I hope you enjoyed that wee short tour of the flower farm / allotment. Within the next few weeks there's going to be a lot more videos coming out, and all the dahlias are blooming, and this year is going to be some exciting things. I'm going to crossbreed some of the varieties of the unicorns and then collect the seeds and try to grow some new varieties, so that will be exciting to follow along. Thank you for watching.